my goodness. If I told you that every word you speak in one lifetime actually means something, actually has a weight, a measurement, and is calculated in a way that then is what's called a zeiben. Actually, yours is a Seiben. Yeah, it is a Seiben, backwards force, right? And I have a zeiben, which is a forward-facing directive. And the further that your story of Seiben gets put together in the main frame of every time you speak, it's in an echo chamber that only affiliates and affiniates with myself and as Freyaday and Thor as Thorsday and our affinity for one another and wanting to be husband and wife and your incessant need to speak against our one goal, which is planetary hybrid in the Dyson sphere, which you don't even know what these words mean, half of you, and yeah. So that is the main goal. Anything else is ancillary. That means that everything and anything that does not line up with Thorsday and Freyaday becoming one, and as quickly as possible, being that you are in something that is like, oh my God, it is on such a spiral downward and you have such a limited amount of time and there's so much that has to be fixed because you're thinking it's the Catholics and the Protestants, oh, they've been fighting and who the hell gives a shit and I'm not helping them and they hurt my family and really? Because now you got fucking Muslims and slanty-eyed people! Hello! I know that the island of England and the island of Irie doesn't get to see all the shitbags that come into New York Harbor. But, where the fuck have you been? Do you think of anybody else but yourself? Because I sure as fuck think of everybody every fucking time I try to make a move. So I'm a little confused where you would sell New York to the shitbags of Monday and Tuesday's project instead of helping the half Irish, half Catholic. Oh my God, maybe we have maybe we have a new family member that might be good at the farm stand. Yeah, wouldn't that have been nice? Forget yesterday's failures. It didn't happen. It was pointless. The only objective when Freya and Thor actually arrived on their special empirical calendar as the only fruition, with the only intuition, the only marked set course, because you have to have one from here to there, so this way, and then you can tell where everybody else is, going back and forth like swimming fish of fucking morons, because nobody ever believes anybody, and then it's always two-sided story, and then it's the narrative, and your words count in some database. At this point, they count very little, except against you and your future, because we're working ourselves backwards, and I'm 41 and I have 0% of my life right, plus 2 generations that have passed, which is now calculating out your future. Yeah, our times just go in opposite directions, but yeah, mine counts more than yours, which pisses a lot of people off, but fuck you, you want the fucking truth, that's how it works. I mean, I am not high and mighty on a horse in the sense of I think I'm better than anybody else. I am just frightened for you all that taught yourselves a different narrative and think that it's all about something else, making all these fucking moves, when in actuality, there's dementia now. Oh my God, you've got fucking Tweety twats that you sold, futures to in markets you didn't even know existed while you're like, I want gay rights! And you have Madonna parading around in fucking lingerie, didn't realize that the fucking supermarché sold the French Riviera to the North Moroccans in some hole in some diamond mine. Oh my God, did you not realize that that was all tied together and then it changes the narrative because nobody's focusing on Freya, the goddess of love, and Thor, the 2 most powerful people on the planet, have a special purpose and need help. And the guy in the fucking thong with grease and hair all over his body, zero importance. If he dies because he's not helping everybody else and pulling his weight, we can lose him. It's okay. Yes, really, we can. Because if you're at a slave job, I don't care what color you are, or you're, the one digging the dirt in Africa, and the guy's greasing up and he's like living high on the hog in fucking France. Oh, hello! I mean, I hear you all speak a whole lot of things. I don't see a lot of you fucking getting on the main schedule. Hello. Who on earth is pulling Freya and Niklas apart? I mean, because then there's special projects where my equipment and the planetary equipment come with very special bloodline responsibilities. You can't even get the high bridge of genetics to have children together, the number one function of a human. That is the only purpose that you're alive and you're allowed to live in the free world, is to help Freya and Thor become husband and wife. You have failed miserably by taking Thor away from me and throwing Jason into my path, so now I have children for next cycle, if he and I come back, to tie your futures to get ahead of the next curve, so this way you can maintain your imperialistic diet and you can maintain what you promised 2 generations before when you failed at the at the farm stand. Oh my God. We know you didn't know. That's why when we say this is what we fucking need, and these two aren't together, I got Mayday reports, I got Melee reports, I got nobody dying, and nobody's holding anybody accountable, and oh my God, we're bloating up, and oh my God, other people, and there's future, and oh my God, and why aren't you listening? Hello? I mean, this is common sense. Yeah, it is. And I don't need to build a laboratory of computer chips to teach it to you. It's a simple fucking conversation. It's not about religion. The religions were built as institutions, as houses, a way of explaining it in a nice fashion to other people and to teach it and to pass it forward. You understand? Like, that's what it was. It was put there for compassion and to help. Okay? Don't get so stuck up in a like, well, is she gonna go? Am I gonna have to convert? Okay, that is how stupid and narrow-minded you. Every time you open your mouth, remember, it's calculated. Well, it's calculated in my system. Every time you fucking open your mouth, make sure that narrative is like something that's actually helpful. You got good ideas to get me and him together as quickly as possible? Oh, I'd love to hear them. Go look in the mirror. Look in the eyes in the mirror. Have a magic mirror conversation and watch your scores go up on like, where am I going to be in my next life? Yeah, that's actually how it works. And if you can't find an intelligent person to have a conversation with, honestly, I'd say go look in the mirror and literally have that's the only person I speak to. I can't rely on Lou and Linda. They're like, oh! But I don't blame them either. Because that's the supper plate I was given. I knew that the fruit stand and the fruit farm failed me. I was like, oh, please, Lord, like, hit Thor's side, like, help my side. Because my side is like, oh, my God, they got nobody. Yeah. And then I got like, everybody, I mean, in the beginning, they were actually very helpful in the 80s. So thank you for that. I just don't know what happened after the little bit of help that they sent. Like, however, that was put together. Because then once they left, it was, but even when that was happening, I mean, my extra special equipment around me, I mean, there's people sitting there studying it. Like, I mean, and not my bloodline, not his bloodline, and not even close to being like Dyson Sphere qualified. They could be in free Earth. Go do whatever you do and surface people. But you're not allowed in the military. You are not allowed in extra special projects. You are not allowed in banking. No, bye-bye. Because they all tie into one and another. And if you keep crossing these like things, it messes with humanity on such a scale that like you can't even compute. I mean, it is amazing and astonishing to me how you can't even sit down for 5 minutes and calculate out time and space in a genetic format as to why there was gods, pagan gods, why they're still here, because we don't leave. There's bone collections. Giza pyramids have them. They can test the genetics. There's also, I saw in Czechoslovakia, right, or Czech Republic? Yeah, Czech Republic. They have hordes of of the dead that they still dress up in the gold.